Hey y'all, it's Alicia Lee. So the day is Monday. It's Monday the 17th. And I'm struggling. I've been struggling. One second. My son is sitting on the toilet and I told him he can only watch one episode of Brain Candy TV and it's over. So let me get him up. All right. So I'm back. Yeah. It's Monday. And Monday is Mondaying. Um Hold on. I need to sign into my computer. All right. So, gosh, so many technical things happening right now. I decided to go get my stick because I literally had y'all propped up on my dual monitors here. Crazy. But yeah, it's Monday. My kid is still sick. Um, it's rough. I walked into 14 claims. 7 of them rolled over from Friday. I have 13 voicemails, not that many diaries. It's just text messages of people saying how they haven't heard from me. What am I to do? I'm only one person, okay? But yeah, man. I'm just like really. I think I'm more so emotionally exhausted than anything. I just don't have it in me right now to even work. Like, the more I'm having to do this, the more it is like I'm forcing myself to do something that's I don't want to do. And I know that sounds so insane to say, like, to be complaining about working when everybody out here is trying to find jobs and stuff. And I get that. Like, I've been in that position before, so I get it. But when certain things have served their purpose and done what they needed to do in your life, to constantly keep them around when it's not needed or it's just not the season for it anymore, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm hoping to take a leave here soon, um, to really so I can just focus on me and what healing looks like for me. I know that sounds so cliche to say because everybody's like, oh, healing, healing, healing. But for me, like, healing is not, it's not, it's not necessarily a goal to strive for because we're never 100% healed. It's just in seasons of my life, different periods of my life, the healing is necessary. Like in my 20s, I went through the healing process that I needed to go through in order to heal from the things that I have gone through in my 20s. Did amazing work, did what I needed to do, and really went after for what my soul wanted. Unfortunately, things did not turn out the way that I wanted them to and that I hoped that they turned out to be. But that's here nor there. And because of that, I feel like I'm at a point now where I need to heal from that. I need to heal from the last 10 years of things that I endured and things that I've tolerated. And just, as a woman, specifically a Black woman. I understand there's other, um, I don't like to use the word race because what is that? There's other ethnicities that experience things that we all don't experience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different experiences. As I speak for a Black woman, because I am a Black woman and I know solely my experiences, okay? So I don't need anybody getting offended when I say this. You can listen if you are of another ethnicity group, because you may have a close friend who could be experiencing the same thing but may not even have the words to speak about this. So maybe you should, you know, listen to what I'm about to tell you, and that way you can be open to what your friends may be going through. Whatever. I just felt like I needed to give that disclaimer so nobody feels left out here. So, gosh, what was I saying? So I said all that to say, okay, just as a Black woman, we experience situations where we have to shrink ourselves. And not to say that we have to, by nature, we shrink ourselves. We suppress how we truly feel. We suppress what we truly want to say. We suppress all things truly us to make everybody else around us feel accepted, to feel validated, to feel loved and nurtured by us when we neglect ourselves. And this is hard for me to say right now because this is something that I'm truly experiencing. And as I'm getting older, raising a little human, I want him to have higher respect for not only women, but for Black women. You feel me? So instead of projecting what I got going on onto him, me honestly, and on a personal level, this is something that I need to learn how to heal from, and to also be able to discuss how I truly feel and really stand on it. You know what I'm saying? As as a woman, it's so easy for us to say, in life, I feel like I'm settling. I'm kind of like playing small. I'm just kind of just going by because I'm just doing what I need to do in order to survive in the moment. And that's not fair. That's not fair to us. We're cheating ourselves out of so much glory that God has for us because we're choosing to play small. We're choosing to accommodate everybody else's needs over our own, to the point where we don't even know what our true needs are. We don't even know what makes us happy. We don't know what sets our soul on fire. We don't even know like what is truly our passion, because we're used to taking care of everybody else around us emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. We're just pouring into everybody else with nothing left for ourselves. And I'm really at a stage of my life where I'm tired of this shit. I really am tired of this shit. Like, and I don't mean to use that word, but that is just really like at the core of my soul is where I'm at. Like, I'm really tired of this. The last thing I want for myself is to relive someone else's story. And when I say someone else's story, the same repetitive story that has happened in my family with women at different generational levels, where they've suppressed themselves and just made other people around them feel happy and at ease and comfortable to the point where they have nothing left for themselves. And I'm not there anymore. I'm really not. There's so much more out there that is for me, like living a life. Sorry, just Teams messages is going off. living a life that you're constantly in a rat race, trying to keep up with everybody else, and just living up to these standards that society sets for you is just not conducive for me anymore. And I really want my experience here on earth to be so different. I really do. There's like where I'm living now is not even where I really want to live. And that bothers me. The life that I'm living is not the life that I really ultimately want to live. And that bothers me. And I know in order for me to, clean house and do what it is that I need to do in order to live the life that I want to live, there's some things that need to change around me. And I know for sure it starts within me. And doing the work is very important to me. I don't like to, go to therapy and just let it be that. No, if a therapist that I can genuinely say, okay, this person really has my best interest at heart. They get me, they understand what I'm going through, and they're willing to actually help. The moment that they give me an assignment, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's just it. I'm going to do it because not only that's what I'm paying you for is to help me, but because you believe in me and believe that I can't get through what I'm going through, I have to do my part. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. Like, don't just go to therapy just to go, just to talk about your feelings, because doing the work is just that, doing the work. Healing takes more than talking about the negatives in life. There's more to it. There are a lot of people walking around here with deep rooted issues that they project out onto empathetic people like me. And I that's honestly, like, I can say one of my, it's a strength and a weakness, and I'm leaning more towards it being my superpower, is being someone who is an empath. It sometimes sucks because you have the ability to read the room a lot quicker than other people because energetically it speaks louder than anything else. And when you have those capabilities and you call out what it is that you sense, you get looked at as the crazy person because you're then being, in a sense, manipulated. Like, no, that's not what it is. Like, you're making up these things in your head. You're crazy. No, actually, I'm not. Your energy and body language spoke a lot louder than your actual words and actions. Some of the things you can actually like kind of sit with, but like, well, maybe that's not what it was, but in actuality, nah, that's what it was. I don't know, y'all. I just really, I just want this year to be different for me. I want to birth a new version of myself. And I know that's going to take work. It's going to take me doing the work and not just bulk recording on my phone and not editing and putting them out there. Like, these are really big steps that I'm taking. And I just want y'all to be mindful of your criticism, be gentle of your criticism. But honestly, I'm not looking to attract people of critique. I'm not going into this with the mindset of, oh, someone's gonna judge me for this. Somebody's gonna judge me for this. Somebody's gonna judge me for that. That's not the type of audience that I feel like my videos are going towards. You feel me? That's just not where my head is with this. Granted, like my first go around when I was pretty active on social media, that was where my head went, was straight to criticism. Like, you are your worst critic. Nobody else is judging you, girl. Every time I think about some type of criticism or negative feedback, it's always that clip of Tyra Banks on America's Next Top Model when she was like, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Girl, anybody judging you? We're all rooting for you. We want to see you win. The world needs you. The world needs someone of your caliber to speak to that group of women on the internet who hide out in the corner and binge watch different documentaries as a sweet escape. I see you, girl. I do the same thing. No judgment. Oh, guys. Well, the time is now 10:17. My work is just piling up right before my eyes. I just put my son to sleep. Well, laid him down, rather. He figured the rest out. No tears, though, which is good because I know he was a little sleepy. He has not been getting a lot of rest since he's been dealing with the cough, the ick. So, yeah. And also, sidebar, a little parenting tip here. If you have a little one who is struggling with sleeping throughout the night or just struggling with sleeping in their own bed, I highly, highly recommend getting a sound machine. My son has had his sound machine since he was born. When he finally came home from the hospital, of course, slept in the bed with us because he's been in the hospital for 7 days. So by the time it was time for him to sleep in his own room, which was probably like, he was probably like 2 months when he started sleeping in his own room, because by then I was healed from my C-section and I could, feel comfortable getting back up and forth through the bed and throughout the night and stuff. So by 2 months, up until 2 years old, he's been in his bed. He's been sleeping throughout the night since he was 6 months. I have a trick for that, a little tip for that also, but going on to another video because this video is going on 17 minutes. Yeah, a sound machine. Get a sound machine so that baby can sleep. And so you don't have to walk around having to tiptoe in your own house. You pay them bills. Why are you tiptoeing in your house? Why you gotta whisper? Because the baby sleep? Get a sound machine, okay? I have a few that I recommend. I will link down below. I don't have an Amazon storefront or whatever, soon to come. Doing a little research on that, just trying to figure out like how that works and how it benefits me, because I'm not just about to be out here just doing anything, giving myself more stuff to do when there's no benefit. So for all my mamas out there that want to be able to develop a morning routine and get up early to, have some time for yourself and not having to tiptoe and whisper and stuff and like be mindful because the baby is sleeping, please invest in the sound machine. You will thank me later. All right, my lovelies, it was wonderful speaking with y'all. Maybe we can chat soon. We'll pick this up at another time. Oh gosh, the sound machine just went off. Ain't that some... All right, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Love you, bye.
I'm gonna test this out right quick on y'all. Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.